It is 11th of September 2019, and yes, we are having a haze issue right now. You can see the visibility there. Woke up to the news that the API index is already above the unhealthy level. So you can see the visibility affected there, where it can seem to be like a scene from a movie or from abroad, but it's actually haze. Yes, so that is what we have for today. Alright, so this is the second day of class in this new semester, and earlier today we have the briefing for the lab. Only half of the lab came actually to the venue. Not sure what happened. And after this, we will have another section for statics. And I just realized today actually that the venue is at the auditorium. This would be the first time ever that I teach this course in the auditorium, right? And the major difference is, one is the auditorium is so big compared to a normal classroom. So there's the possibility that the distance from me to a particular student might be quite far. Second, the audio level, meaning that in a smaller classroom it's easier for them to hear me. The third one, I have to go a bit earlier, I think, to check whether my laptop can be plugged in for the projector, because it might have a different setting from classroom. So yeah, so we will see how it goes. And the challenge for this section also is that on Monday we have a holiday, and this is going to be the first class and the only class for this week. Next week also we have Monday holiday, and we have the second class on Wednesday next week. So in this 2 weeks we have to cover 2 chapters in only 2 classes instead of 4. So that's the challenge, and let us see what will happen. So I'm hoping is that they have no problem to extend the time of the class a bit. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm hoping that they will be okay with a flipped classroom approach for them, at least for this 2 weeks, so that I'll give the link. They have to watch all the videos for this 2 chapters before next week's class, and in next week's class we only cover what is the issue with any of the sections of the 2 chapters, inshallah. So I'll be going down a bit early for the auditorium. This is about 25 minutes before the class right now, but I think I'll just go early to see, because I hope the connection etc is going to be okay. But in case there's any necessary requirement for anything, at least I have the time. Bismillah. Alright, we have just finished the lecture for this afternoon. It finished around 5:30 just now, and the first time I have taught the subject in an auditorium. So it's different, and also it was difficult to find where should the whiteboard be, because there's a whiteboard that we can move, but anywhere we place, it's still not visible because either it will be in front of the projector screen or something. So we haven't managed to figure out the best configuration there, and that's a problem. I thought I wanted to record some of the scenario. I went down earlier, but apparently there's a class right before our class, so I did not manage to get into the auditorium early. Fortunately, alhamdulillah, to plug in the laptop is not the problem there. And yeah, right now we are processing the video for the recording for the class. Another hour left. I just started, and it's 6:08 p.m. 6:08. I think we need to record something today, at least another section of the chapter, because otherwise I don't know when it is possible to finish the recording. Yeah, interesting thing is that section just now agree, or most of them kind of positive towards flipped classroom method, when the other class before, when I asked, the majority said they do not want that flipped classroom. That one, because most of those who are positive about it raise their hand first when I ask who are willing to go to flipped classroom. So there's the rest perhaps do not have the guts to actually oppose the idea. Anyway, in terms of the circumstances, they have to live with it because we have 2 days of holiday. So I have instructed them to watch the video before next Wednesday for the entire chapter 2, and with that, and they agree, and hopefully inshallah all of them will be, that is still to be seen. But with that, I actually have to finish the recording for chapter 2. I have only recorded halfway, I think, so we don't have much time because this is already Wednesday, and I can only record for another 40 minutes before Maghrib, I think, for today. So I need several more hours to record the rest of it. That will be challenging. Hopefully tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we have class on the morning, is it? Yeah, we have to find time. No, sometimes I have the free time during office hour, but it's hard to find a venue that is free during the office hour. So that's why I keep recording either at 6 p.m. when I'm sure no one is using that room, and at night. Sometimes I did once at night, right? Because the room is available. That's the best room for now, even though I think the echo is still not that good for the recording quality audio. Hopefully the student can still learn. If they watch using headphone or earphone, it should be okay, but if they listen from the audio of the computer, it's not that crisp clear. So that's a problem also. What else? Yeah, hopefully the experimental thing that we are trying here work. If it work, there should be less excuse from the students in the future. So yeah, that's it. I think I have to go and record now, and yeah, unfortunately we don't have the budget to buy a camera with an input audio, right, where I can use mic or portable mic, because this camera do not have that input audio. Yeah, so that's our limitation. We don't have the budget anyway. Alright, I think that's a wrap. We'll go for the recording. I have to actually carry the laptop like this because it's actually processing the video, and I need this for the recording. Yeah, everything new today. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So we have completed the recording for one section, at least one section of the chapter, and we have to continue recording for the rest of the chapter. Hopefully in the near future, maybe tomorrow we have to finish. I don't want to prolong this too much because next week we'll have already other things to do. So not interestingly, it just happened that producing the recording or the final version of the recording for the lecture for today is not yet completed. It takes 1 hour plus. Haven't yet finished. We completed the recording less than 1 hour then. So yep, it's still not finished, so we're going back to the office like this, and let's go. Oops. Yes, this has become the new normal. Okay, so we have completed the recording of one section. We have another section to go, not another 3 sections actually to be recorded, and hopefully by saying that it seems quite daunting task for me to settle it tomorrow, but I think we need to, because we cannot prolong until next week, because next week they already will have the class where we will have the flipped classroom. Yeah, so it's not fair to the student, so we have to do whatever it takes to help the student. And yeah, this reminds me of the comment just now, not just now, but at the end of the class earlier this afternoon at around 5 p.m. there, the student come to the front and actually mentioned that you did a lot for the class, for the student or something. And that comment was interesting because I didn't realize, but thinking of it, yeah, I'm doing quite, I'm not sure is this necessary or not. I think it's necessary, that's why I do it. Hopefully the student get the benefit of it, and hopefully they not appreciate me per se, but appreciate the opportunity or the resources that is given to them and fully capitalize on that. That's the most important thing. If it's already available and they do not capitalize on it, that's a waste. Alright, so I think I'll finish this editing of the video. Not editing, it's rendering from 1 hour ago, still not finished. Another 12 minutes to go, and we'll have Maghrib after this. And after that I have to prepare for tonight's liqa. We have a ziarah for shuyukh nearby. And yes, that's it for today. Inshallah, I'll see you tomorrow. So alhamdulillah, we have just completed our ziarah to one of the shuyukh around here. The whole group, almost the whole group, I think, was there tonight, alhamdulillah, of us youngsters, me included, right? And hopefully it does rejuvenate some of the momentum, and hopefully we do have a lot of reminder, hikmah to shuyukh, right? They have gone through a lot more ups and down challenges, etc., that some of us might not even be able to comprehend yet. The type of challenges that we may or will face throughout this journey. And yeah, so in general, a lot of reminders, a lot of take-home message that we should apply on ourselves, inshallah. So I think that is for today. That's the end of the day. We begin the day with a haze. I'm not sure is it still, because at night it's more difficult to see whether the haze is still as bad or not, right? And Alhamdulillah, so generally it has been a productive day. I think not super productive. It can be better. So for tomorrow, inshallah, the plan is in the morning, of course, we have the class, statics class. We will start the lecture for that section, and then I have to complete the recording for the flipped classroom. That's number 2. Number 3, I think I have to really plan for next Monday's Daurah. I haven't started yet for that one. What else? So there are several things that I need to prepare for, and hopefully inshallah we will have a productive day tomorrow also, inshallah. Wallahu alam. So I think I'll just end the vlog for today, and hopefully Allah accept all of our good deeds and accept all of our deeds as a good deeds, inshallah. Allahu alam.